Let's get. So, hey everybody, I just want to say first up a massive thank you for so many of you joining us here today. And I just want to do a short introduction to you, just explaining why I'm bringing this to you and a little bit of background about me, because some of you know me, some of you don't know me at all really, other than sort of acquainted on Facebook. So um, about 4 years ago, there was a fairly seismic global event, wasn't there? I called it the pandemic, and I don't make any apologies for that. And it brought me to many realizations at that time. I lost my business at that time. I'd had an event management business for nearly 15 years. I naively thought I was safe as a business owner, that nothing could happen to me. I couldn't get sacked. I was the boss. But it disappeared literally overnight because the hospitality industry was one of the first ones to get hit, and it got hit really badly. And it was the sole source of income for my family. My wife had a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, so she was fully occupied. And there were many strands to the pandemic, but I think one of the ones that's really overlooked is that it was a huge attack on small businesses. You know, when you went out to get your shopping, you could go to the big supermarkets, couldn't you? But you couldn't go to the little corner store or the little independent shops. And you know, this was all part of it. I'm absolutely sure, to sort of destroy the middle class, because you know, governments, they fear wealthy free thinkers. We're harder to control than people that are dependent on government systems. And it brought me to a number of realizations, maybe slightly belated there, but I got there in the end. One of them was that I realized that the governments don't just dislike us, they actively despise all of us. Okay, the education system, it lacks all of the things we need. You know, one of the things that the pandemic brought me to was the decision to home educate my children, because once you start looking into these things, you can't stop and you go down the rabbit holes. And I just realized that the education system, you know, was not what I thought it was. And that, you know, all the skills that we really need through life, critical thought, growing your own food, mindfulness, nutrition, building wealth and retaining it, and entrepreneurial skills were all missing. Schools teach you how to write a CV or a resume. They don't teach you how to build a business, do they? And this is one of the things I'm particularly passionate about. And I run courses for 11 to 18-year-olds, teaching them entrepreneurial skills. But this is why we home educate our children. Also on the financial side of things and the financial systems, the way they work. And when I started home educating, it brought me to the realization that there are financial barriers to home education. Inevitably, someone loses a salary. Not everybody has, you know, we were fortunate, we were working at home. My wife and I, we managed to set up home businesses during this time, but not everybody has that. And I set up the Homeschool Freedom Club, which is my group, to try and help connect home ed parents with sources of income like the one we're about to discuss. It's also my belief that for financial security, we need multiple sources of income. One source of income isn't enough, okay? You need probably 4, 5, or 6 to be comfortable should anything happen again like has just happened. You know, we all saw people on the receiving end of the no jab, no job scenario and this sort of thing. So a job or a business is just one. And as I found out, it's far from a guaranteed income. So this is why I'm bringing this to you today. It's, you know, if you don't have a business, I feel it's a great place to get started. It's very low risk, okay? It's from a great company with a great ethos. If you do already have a business or an income, it's a fantastic way, again, very low risk of adding an additional stream to yourselves. So I'm going to introduce Johnny all the way from Australia. It's about 7 in the evening for him. So hi, Johnny, thanks ever so much. Johnny's going to take you into a little bit more depth and a little bit more detail about what we're going to be talking about today.
Thanks, Richard. And lovely to be here. And thank you everyone for coming in such, I guess, short notice. And I think it's what morning there for you, and it's evening here for me. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening for those of you that are in my side of town. Thanks for being here. And I love what you're all about, Richard. You know, listening to you and having a chat to you, you know, prior to the call, it's great to see that we're very aligned in some of our beliefs as well. And it is unfortunate to have experienced what we did over the last few years, a few short years. And yes, it took its toll on so many, especially those in small business and even those not in business and having to lose their jobs, etc. So what you say is very true. To be in a position where you can have that, you know, a little bit of extra income, that buffer to support, you know, another family member, or, you know, sorry, for one family member to be able to support the rest as well. I think it's really, really important. And that's where I think this presentation is going to resonate. Because today you're going to hear about something really, really special, something that's never been shared before, unless, of course, you're in the room. You've been in the room with me before, and some of you have and heard this before. But please pay attention for the next few minutes. This is the story of a little company that a little over a year ago, and seriously, against all the odds, they introduced a business concept that changed everything that we've ever known about making money online, building a business from home, social marketing, call it whatever you want, right? That doesn't really matter. But why is this such a big deal? It's a big deal because, look, over the past few years, there has been a huge shift in the way that some corporations do business. Many corporations do business. And these corporations not only started a movement, but they started a revolution now. Companies like Amazon, Netflix, Costco, Disney Plus, so many others began a concept many years ago. They led the way with a unique model that is now being labeled as the subscription revolution, because that's exactly what it is. And this little company that we're going to talk to you about tonight was bold enough to stand up and be the very first in this online social marketing space, right, to join them. And in the last 15, 16 months, I think we're getting on to 17 months now, they absolutely made history. This is the greatest disruption that we've ever seen in almost, I think, 100 years of this online space. And right now, seriously, we have an opportunity to take advantage of a little window over the next 12, 18 months, 2 years, to be part of this global revolution, okay? To be part of the most exciting membership club that we've ever seen, a little membership club that's taken the world by storm. And I'm just going to share my screen. There we go. And that's the little membership club that we know as LiveGood, the membership that pays. Now, let's have a look just for a moment at some of the big names that I mentioned earlier, folks. Amazon Prime, if you look on the left-hand side, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Sam's Club in the US and Canada, Costco, Disney Plus, as I mentioned. Have a look on the right-hand side, the amount of members: 200 million, 240 million, 70 million, 123, 150 million. There's a trend, okay? Plus so many other thousands of companies and industries that have pivoted to this subscription model. But what's exciting about all this is that out of all these memberships and subscriptions, LiveGood is the only one that pays, okay? So not only will LiveGood save you a fortune, a lot of money, and you'll see that soon, but it also pays you to share with your friends, okay? Now, let's look at Amazon for a moment. As we know, Amazon started selling books almost 30 years ago. And people thought, who's going to buy books online? Seriously, I thought the same. I was addicted to my local massive book department store called Borders. I think you might know it as well, until it disappeared. But Jeffrey Bezos knew exactly what he was doing, because only a few short years later, Amazon expanded well beyond books. Now you can buy everything from, you guys know, music, electronics, clothing, videos, toys, everything you can think of. And how many members? We mentioned earlier, over 200 million. Let that sink in for a moment. This is all about timing. Now, okay, so LiveGood officially launched globally in December 2022 out of Jupiter in Florida in the US with their little wholesale membership club. Now, yes, LiveGood is the very first membership club in this home-based business arena, for sure. But they're the only company, listen carefully, they're the only company that profit shares its membership revenue with its members, or its affiliates, as we like to call them. Nobody's ever done this before. So LiveGood pays you to share with your friends, or to share with anybody, to share the little membership with your friends. Does that make sense? Let's think of a great little example. Let's keep it simple. Think Netflix just for a moment. So they launched almost 30 years ago, okay? Imagine they decided back then to pay you a nice little commission every time you referred someone to the movie platform, plus a little bit of their $15 monthly subscription. every single month, as long as they stayed members, right? And some other little bonuses. Can you imagine what that would look like today? If you got started 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, it doesn't matter. But what would that look like today? Now, listen carefully. Tonight, you're going to hear about some incredible health and wellness products. And I know I've got some health and wellness gurus on this call right now. But these products are the best I've ever seen. Products that you would usually be paying $60, $90, $130 US dollars. Doesn't really matter, you know, expensive. But products that you're now going to be paying $10, $15, $20 at almost cost price. And you might say, Johnny, shut up. That doesn't make sense. Who would ever sell products with hardly any margin? It doesn't make any business sense. And you'd be right, normally. But that's exactly what LiveGood is doing here. Why? Let me explain why. This is really important, because LiveGood's revenue doesn't come from their, here's my little props, right? LiveGood's revenue doesn't come from their product sales. Maybe a couple of dollars just to cover some operating, some admin costs, right? LiveGood's revenue comes from their tiny little monthly membership, their monthly subscription of $9.95, under $10. That little $9.95 subscription fee that their millions of members are all paying every single month, just like Netflix, to access these incredible products and services at the cheapest prices, seriously, on the planet. You're starting to get the picture? Just like you pay Netflix to watch movies whenever you want, just like you go to Costco to shop wholesale for your 25 gallons of ketchup whenever you want. Now you can access the very best products and services at LiveGood whenever you want. All you need to do, there's only one catch. You pay your $9.95 membership every single month. That's it. It is friggin' genius. That's where the revenue comes from, the membership, not the products. LiveGood launched a model that, seriously, nobody thought was possible. That's why everybody laughed. I've seen it all over the last 12 months. Everybody laughed. Even I did, because I came from a health and wellness background with traditional companies, expensive products, paying big commissions, right? Thousands of dollars to get involved, to start. I didn't believe it. I thought maybe it was a scam. But you know what? $50 to get started. I thought, I've got to have a look. I need to have a look. I actually, the only thing that I didn't believe it because I hadn't seen it before, but that wasn't enough of a reason not to look at it closely. And for $50, I got involved. But I'm telling you now, the days of selling ridiculously overpriced products, not only ripping off your friends and family, but to people that just can't afford to pay for those expensive products every single month, just so people at the top can get rich, those days are over. And we are just getting started. I'm telling you, after 16 months, we are the fastest growing company in this whole home-based business space in history. In 100 years, nobody's ever done it. Nobody's ever reached 1 million members in around 12 months, just a touch over 12 months. We thought we were going to get there in 12, but I think it was a couple of weeks later. First company to ever do that. It took Amazon 2 years to get to 1 million. It took Costco and Netflix 3 years to get to 1 million. Let that sink in. We're now sitting at around, I think we've just passed 1.2 million members, and it's now exploding. Now, who's responsible for this craziness? Let's meet the founders. Ben Glinsky is the CEO of LiveGood. He's an absolute genius. I've met him, but I've never come across such a genius. I can't call him anything else. He's absolutely brilliant. With over 20 years experience owning and running some of the most successful companies in this industry, Ben finally brought to life his little dream that he's been thinking about for a few years, because LiveGood's been on the drawing board for about 6 years. And he finally brought to life this little dream and the crazy vision of the industry's first membership club while helping the world get healthy. That was his number one goal. That's why he started with health and wellness products, products that everybody can finally afford. Now, we're going to talk about a nice little business opportunity tonight, but if there was no business opportunity attached to this, I'll tell you right now, this little member, if LiveGood turned around and said, you know what, we're going to take the business away from this and just have a membership club with amazing products at crazy prices, it would be fantastic. It just so happens we've got the business as well. Now, Ben Glinsky teamed up with his great friend Nada Kazan, who you see there on the right. Nada's the one that's been in his ear for the last 3-4 years, pushing him to finally bring this to life. Nada's a 30-year well-known veteran of this industry, and together with product gurus Ryan and Lisa Goodkin, Ryan is the absolute brains, the doctor, the formulator behind these amazing products. And some of you on this call, you know what I'm talking about. While Lisa supports us as the director of product education, she's absolutely amazing. So here it is. Just as Amazon started selling books almost 30 years ago, LiveGood simply started selling the very best health and wellness products on the planet. Totally organic, all the certifications you can think of. And the exciting news here at LiveGood, you don't have to buy a single thing. Zero. Nothing. You order what you want, when you want, because you want to. Not because you have to, not because the company puts pressure on you to make a purchase every single month, like what we've experienced over the years. This is how it should be, right? Just like Netflix don't put pressure on you to watch movies, or Costco don't ring you to say, hey, where have you been, Gareth? Haven't seen you lately. No, you don't have to buy a single thing. And when you do want to order something, guess what? You'll be paying, like I mentioned earlier, $10 instead of 60, 15 instead of 80. This has never been done before, almost cost price. Are you ready for this? Here's just a little example of just 3 of our products: the greens, the proteins, and the collagen. $175 US difference for the 3 products between our pricing. And if anybody's out there wants to throw in the chat the difference in pounds, feel free. But $175 US difference. That's what LiveGood is doing. Now, I don't care how good your AG product is, and AG1 is a fantastic greens product, I admit. It's no better than our super greens. But you know what? At $100 versus 18, come on, seriously. They have made health and wellness affordable and zero competition. That's why I said earlier, so far, everything that I've spoken about this model and the products and getting everybody healthy for a membership, that alone is gold, just there. And we haven't even gotten onto the best part. Okay, now, here you go. Here's another great example of disruption. We recently launched our essential oils. Now, I've never been a essential oils kind of guy, right? But this is a billion-dollar industry. Billion-dollar industry. Usually these 6 oils are priced at over $200 with our competitors. And we're talking competitors, 2 of the major competitors on the planet, doTERRA and Young Living. Fantastic companies, just not fantastic prices, criminal prices. The profit margins are enormous. So, but before anybody jumps out and says, but hang on, Johnny, you get what you pay for, folks, at LiveGood, we have certificates of analysis detailing exactly what goes into our products. It's total transparency. There's no hiding from anybody here. Anybody can just take our products and the analysis certificates and go and study everything. $49.95 compared to $209 and $252. That's what we're doing. Okay. Now, here's a product, for example, that we've been waiting for the last few months. We knew it was coming. There was a lot of hype around it, so everybody was excited. It finally arrived recently. The world's first and only body composition improvement formula. Okay. Now, this is not only a weight management product, it's the only product that addresses all 4 of the, I have to say this because it's important, it addresses all 4 of these critical factors: increasing your metabolism, eating less, burning fat, and one more, supporting your immune system. 100,000 bottles sold in the first 15 minutes, but none of that matters. What mattered was getting the testimonials to finally come in, and they're coming in droves. Wait till you see some of the testimonials. I'll leave that one right there. Oh, and of course, in case you didn't notice, 1995, not 70, not 80, not 90. That's what we're doing here. Now, for all of us outside the US, such as Canada, Europe, UK, Australia, New Zealand, whatever, right? We've all been asking for something special from LiveGood, just something with a nice special shipping deal, because there's always shipping. And I know people say to me, you know, what's the shipping for? There's a few dollars for LiveGood, right? Well, folks, remember something. When you've got a product that you're selling for $8, $10, $15, there might be a couple of dollars, you know, a few dollars to ship. When you're selling the same product for $100, shipping's included. Shipping's free. It's not free. It's because the products are so expensive. But we still wanted something exciting from LiveGood, and they delivered. They delivered 6 of their best products, our favorites, the International Wellness Pack. So 6 products for the price of 1, $89.95 US, not $300. And yes, free shipping globally, straight from our German warehouse, which we recently opened. That's what I'm talking about. Now, yes, LiveGood is set to be the next Amazon of this whole social marketing, home-based business arena. We know this for sure. We know this. And I know that I've spent a little bit of time talking about LiveGood launching the best, you know, products on the planet, but please understand this. Now it's going to start getting exciting. LiveGood is not a health and wellness company. They're a membership club, a buyer's club, call it whatever you like. Does that make sense? The product is the membership. That's what we're promoting. When you understand that, it'll change everything. LiveGood simply launched affordable health and wellness products at a time when the world really needed to get healthy after all the madness of the pandemic, okay, that we all know about. LiveGood will be your one-stop online superstore, a place where its millions of members can simply access so many products and services at any time they like with a click of a finger. That's all. Starting with health and wellness. Wait till you see the additions to the health and wellness family. We've got kids' gummies just got released. And this week, I think we released some amazing women's hormonal product, right? Household products are coming. Washing powders, detergents, cleaners are on their way. They're talking about travel, skincare, even though we already have a couple of skincare products. Amazing. Wait till we bring in the water filters. Water filters. That's another industry. It's a $1 billion industry. We're going to turn it upside down. Forget about $5,000 and $6,000 for water filters. Wait till you see what's coming. Don't ask me when. It's all coming. Essential oils are already here. And I'm excited that LiveGood are also going to be launching, you know, online educational services, some digital products for those that aren't interested in physical products. Okay, everything's coming. There's nothing we can't have on this platform. So the next couple of years are really going to be exciting. We're simply starting with health and wellness. So in summary, why is LiveGood so good? Here's why. The best products on the planet, without a doubt, and so much more coming. Pricing you simply cannot get anywhere else, almost cost price. A 90-day empty bottle money-back guarantee. I know it's a mouthful, but listen carefully. 90 days. Who does that? There's no need to purchase anything. No auto ships, as some companies call it. No forced orders every single month just to stay active, just to fill your pantry or your garage. No, no more. You sit back and you order when you want, and that's how it should be. We've got a powerful compensation plan. This is great. That when you understand, and we're going to run through that shortly, it'll pay you to share with your friends. And why wouldn't you? Think about it. We're not selling $150 products anymore, ripping off our friends and feeling guilty. You know that guilt? We're now sharing a membership. $10 a month, $9.95. And with that, they can go and order whatever they want for $10, $15. Do you follow? That's the difference. There's no guilt involved. We're blessing people, not only with cheap products, spend less money, but with an opportunity that wait till you see this. It's going to blow your socks off. So with this little compensation plan, you'll build a little business, earn some extra cash, or you can build a big business if you want to, like I do, like I want to build, like I'm building, I should say. And unbelievable timing, because I'll tell you now, some people say it's fantastic to get involved the first month, right in the beginning of any startup company. No, Most people, folks, can't handle the beginning of a startup company. Why? Because there are shipping issues. There are customer service issues. Where's my product? Oh my God, I can't get through to customer service. You follow? Now, 15 months later, 16 months later, we've ironed out all the problems. We've sorted out all the shipping issues, customer service, the whole lot. Now is the time. Now it's getting exciting. Now the big leaders are finally looking in and saying, okay, it seems safe enough now, Johnny. It didn't seem safe a year ago. If I thought it was a scam, but you got the credibility. You follow? And we're just getting started. There's nothing like it anywhere. Now, for those of you that are wondering, and I know you are, how do you get started in this little membership club? It's simple. You simply decide whether you want to join as a member or as an affiliate. That's it. As a member, you'll simply enjoy the best products, just like you enjoy your movies with Netflix or your Costco, your wholesale shopping. You're going to enjoy your buying the best products and services at almost cost price whenever you feel like it. No pressure. And you'll simply pay $9.95 per month. That's it. You'll make your first payment tonight when you jump off the call. Okay? If you decide to join us as an affiliate, which most people do, of course, and why wouldn't you? Like we said earlier, why not make a couple of dollars by sharing it with your friends? It'll simply allow you as an affiliate to get paid for sharing this little membership with others, to start a little business from home, from your phone. If you want to do that, you simply pay a once-off $40 lifetime affiliate fee. Plus your first month's $9.95 tonight, like we said, $49.95 you'll pay tonight when you get started. And that's your little business in a box. And to be honest, it's almost too cheap. Like, we love the idea. We're excited that it's $50 instead of $5,000. But sometimes $50, people don't take it seriously. See, I took it seriously. That's why I built a business of almost 3,000 people and a great income that I can walk away from, but I'm not ready to, because I want to keep going. I want to have something exciting to hand over to my kids at some point. How are they going to afford anything in a few years? So $50 to get started, and your operating cost every month is, guess what? $9.95. Okay, that's it. Now, for those of you that do want to get started as an affiliate and start your amazing little home-based business, which is what most people do, let's spend a few minutes running through the compensation plan really quickly to see how we get paid. I know you want to know about that. Okay, so we've got 7 ways now. We used to have 6, and they added the customer acquisition bonus, but we've got 7 ways. I'm going to breeze through this quickly, focusing mainly on the first 3. I'll breeze through the rest of them because the first 3 are the ones that matter. Okay, now the first one, the weekly fast start. This is simple. This is LiveGood's way of paying you some quick cash up front. Okay, that's it. You go out and sponsor. We'll call it sponsor. Sponsor is just the term we use for refer this to somebody who decides to join you as an affiliate. You sponsor them. So you go out and sponsor. Let's say we'll call him Trevor. Trevor pays his $49.95. He's $50 to get started, right? You earn $25. Simple. And you can do all the conversions for anybody talking about pounds, right? UK currency. That's all right. Easy. But you made $25 US, 50%. Okay. You go out and get 10 new people this week, $250 in your account next week, paid the following week. Now, the cutoff is, of course, just, it says there until midnight PST time. Midnight Pacific time in the US on a Thursday is the cutoff time. You know, it's like Friday. It's Friday night for me, for example, whatever it works out to. So we have a cutoff. So you get in 10 people before cutoff, $250 next week. So it just gives you a running, it's a great little fast start bonus every single week. This is a weekly payout, but it gets better. Now, let's say you go and sponsor 2 people and you get to what we call the bronze rank. It's the first rank. We've got a bunch of ranks, as you'll see here on the next slide. We've got a bunch of ranks. It starts, you join the business and you're unranked, of course, right? If you go and find 2 people, you become a bronze, okay? And then we've got silver, gold, platinum. Platinum is where I'm at. And then you've got diamond. Now, as a bronze, let's say you've got your 2 people already and you're a bronze. Now, if your new member, Trevor, goes and sponsors, let's say Rob, Robert pays his $50. Trevor makes his 25, remember? Like we said here. Trevor makes his 25, his 50%, like it shows here. But guess what? You make, because you're a bronze, 10%, which is $5. You follow? And then when Rob goes and sponsors somebody else, but well, as you rank up as silver and gold and platinum, when Rob goes and sponsors somebody else, you make 5%. When that person goes and sponsors somebody else, you make 5%. Do you follow? So I get paid 8 levels deep for I bring in somebody who brings in someone who brings in someone else, brings in. It's fantastic. Okay. It's just a great little, it could be, some of my weeks are $80, $90, some are $400, $450, depending how active I've been. The good thing is that if I don't bring anybody into my business, but my people are still active, I still get paid. 8 levels deep. It's wonderful. Okay. Now, the matrix commission, here we go. Now it starts to heat up. The matrix is part of your residual income. What does that mean? This comes in, this is your monthly income that comes in every single week. Okay. This is the part that's not based necessarily on what you do, like this one here is, like the previous one is. This one here, let me explain. Okay. Everybody that joins your business, whether they want to build as an affiliate or just become a member and enjoy the products, everybody falls into this little 2 by 15 matrix. Okay. It starts off as a 12 level, and then it just grows to 15 as a diamond. But everybody falls under here. So it begins with 2 people underneath you, then 4, then 8, 16, 32, 64, and so on. And as your matrix begins to fill, you get paid 2.5% on all the $10 memberships, the $9.95 memberships beneath you, whether you introduce them or not. Okay? Because sometimes people will come in from above you. Like, for example, my wife is positioned right here. Okay? She's got 1,200 people in her business because of what I've brought in to the business. Do you follow? So that's what we call spillover. So if you can imagine your team is just growing and growing, 100 people in your matrix, $25 a month, every month, US. 1,000 people, $250. 10,000 people, $2,500 US. And it just keeps growing because you're growing a membership. It's fantastic. That's 25 cents that keeps growing and growing as your team grows. And it doesn't matter how long it takes for your matrix to grow. It'll simply depend on how active you are and who's building their business right above you. Now, the exciting thing about the matrix is that everyone that you place in your business, they fall beneath you, right? That's what we said. And they may come from you, or like I said, from somebody else. Think about that for a minute. With this model, it's possible to have people fall into your business from your sponsor above you or someone else above you, depending on where you're positioned and how you're positioned. And you get paid that 25 cents on those people as well. So it doesn't matter whether you brought them in or not. Okay, so like I said to you, I've got my wife on this side. I've got a woman in Spain here her name's Susanna. She just signed up immediately when I showed her the business back 12 months ago, right? And she joined and disappeared. She never did a single thing except grab that position right under me, beside my wife. Now, I've got close to 3,000 members in my business. Guess where they fall underneath, right? So she's got about 1,500, similar to my wife, she's got about 1,500 people in her business. And she earns over $200 US per month for doing nothing. She just collects that check every single month for doing nothing. I wish I'd taken that position as well back then, next to my wife. Does that make sense? That's why we share this little strategy with people. You know, these positions here should be the people that you love the most, even the next 4, depending how you want to build this thing. But that's what's possible here. But folks, I'll tell you this, by far the most exciting part of this compensation plan is the matching bonus. This is the part that's going to create the biggest checks that this home business industry has ever seen. It'll be the matching bonus. This is what happens. Whatever your personally enrolled people earn in their matrix, so everything whatever we discussed here, so you know, these people earning $200 and $250 a month, right? Whatever they earn in their matrix every single month, you earn half, 50%. So you go out and you share this little $10 membership phenomenon with everybody, and you sponsor a bunch of people, and you will. And let's say you've got 10 of these people earning around $1,000 a month from their matrix in the next few years. You earn 500 from each and every one of them every single month. How many people will you share this membership club with over the next few years? Think about it. How many will join you? How many will be earning something in their matrix every month? $50 per month, $180 per month, $837 per month. You earn half from each of them. And the more they earn, 50%, the more you earn. But that's not even the best part. As you rank up, you also get paid extra matching bonuses on generations and generations deep within your business to unlimited depth. This is where the magic is. This is the part that's going to create the biggest checks. So not only you get paid 50% on your personal sponsored people, your personal recruits, call them whatever, you get paid another 23% on everybody else in your business as a diamond. So I'm a platinum. At a platinum rank, I get paid 20% on everybody else as well. When you understand that little bit, you won't sleep for the next few weeks. This is true residual income. So, and here's a little example of what I mean there. We've got all the software that shows us exactly where we're at every single month. Here's just a snapshot of one of mine early last year. It just shows a bunch of my personally enrolled people. This is what they were earning for that particular month in their matrix. I earn half. Okay. And here's another example of someone who's not one of my personals, but they earned 338, 338, 338. I got paid 3 times on these guys. There's the 10%, there's the 5%, and there's the 5%. That's exactly what happens. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, retail commissions, guys, we don't want people to go out and sell retail product, but there is an opportunity. You might have a retail store, you want to stock some product and, buy them at wholesale, sell them at retail. But, I would much rather get people to purchase their products at member prices, and they just simply pay a $9.95 membership every month, right? It's much more attractive. Customer acquisition bonus, just another little bonus that the company decided to introduce to promote products a little bit more. And that is, every time you bring somebody into the business, that when they make their very first purchase, let's say Gareth joins me and his first order might be in 6 months, in 12 months, in 2 months, whatever. Let's say it's $300. That $30, 10%, goes into a little pool and it gets shared between you, 50%, and further down depending on who bought in who, right? Just like with the Fast Start and with the Matrix earlier. So just a nice little bonus that, could be just $30, $40, $50 a week. Everything counts. It's a great little bonus. Influencer bonus is for, some of those TikTok and Instagram influencers who have got a big following. They can go out there and advertise and do what they always do, selling thousands of dollars worth of products and get paid some great little commissions. And you earn as well because you found them, right? And the diamond, we've got 135 diamond ranks around the world, the fastest growing ever. As a diamond rank, you get to share in 2% of the total company sales every single month. And that includes all memberships. Okay, so there's a nice pool of 2% and they all share a little bonus. And as a crown diamond, we've only got 2 crown diamonds, one in the US and one in the Philippines. They share in an extra 0.5% of the sales as well. So absolutely fantastic. Now, here are our ranks we were talking about earlier, guys. I'll just breeze through these and we're done. Bronze is our favorite little rank, which is simply 2 people. Grab 2 people, whether they're family members, whatever it is, you get to the bronze rank, 2 people. Then you help 2 people get there too. All of a sudden you start getting a little bit of duplication, and we'll show you how to do this. You get to the silver rank with a team of 20 or 3 bronze in your team as well. Same thing with gold, 3 silvers in your team separate and a team of 100. You start getting that tickle now at gold because you're starting to duplicate. You're starting to develop a bit of a team. It's exciting. You get to gold. Platinum, a team of 500 and 3 golds in your team, and diamond, of course, 2,500 and 3 platinums separately in your team. And then crown diamond, 50,000, a team of 50,000 in your team with no more than 10,000 for each leg, if you like. And don't worry about understanding that. We'll explain that when things, once you're involved. But that's really all I've got involved. That's all I've got for you today, folks. I want to thank you all so much for being here. Thanks, Richard, for the opportunity. I hope this little presentation hit the right spots. Let me just stop sharing my screen so I can see you all. There we go. And I hope it made some sense. But I want to finish off just by saying this: whatever your reason for being here today, just to make a difference to the family, just to support, add that extra little bit of income. We've got something here that's really special. It's the biggest movement this industry's ever seen, and it's the best little business to start from home in the spare pockets of time in your day. And you know what? It doesn't matter whether you've done this kind of business before or not, because we'll show you exactly how to do it and how to build it. I really believe that this little membership club is the little golden goose, one that can grow into something really, really special. We've just hit 1.2 million members and growing. There's a reason. Nobody quits a little membership club. There's a reason. So here's what I'd love you to do. If you're a guest here, jump off the call, get with the person that invited you here, grab their little link, sign up. It's $49.95. And then find your own little link, sign up 2 family members beneath you, because I think it's a great little strategy, and secure those 2 little spots. And you'll immediately get to the bronze rank. And then call 2 friends and say, oh my God, Frankie, you don't understand what I've just witnessed. The next Amazon, Netflix is here, and get them to the next Zoom. We've got plenty going on every single week. Let them hear that message that you've just heard. They'll join you. And your little membership business will be on its way. Your little $50. That's it. That's like less than 40 quid, right? I remember Gareth saying once. So let's go build something special and let's fire up those dreams again. But that's all I've got, Richard. I hope that's okay. I hope if anybody's got any questions, please, unmute and ask away.
Yeah, Johnny, that's amazing. Thank you ever so much for coming along and chatting about this with us today. I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate everybody else that's here as well. Thank you so much. Those of you that are here before the crack of dawn, I think it is probably, and everybody else that's here as well. Just thank you for coming along. If you've got questions, please feel free to unmute and ask, or chuck them into the chat or whatever. I've put my link in there, so if you want to go and just have a look, just click on that and head off to the website, and this will take you and give you a little tour, another short video, sort of 5-minute video explaining a bit more if there's anything that's unclear. But yeah, we'd love to hear from you if you've got any questions.
Maybe I did such a good job. There are no questions. I answered everything.
It was all really.
But feel free, folks. Seriously, it's look. Really quickly, I've been involved in this industry for 17 years. Gareth's on the call as well from the UK. We've got a bunch of fantastic leaders here that have been doing this for a long time. And just like myself, Gareth included, we've been product people for a long time with previous companies. And we've had our successes. There have been a fair share of failures as well. That's okay. But I realized it 12 months ago when LiveGood came along, that this industry was nothing more than a bunch of, generally fantastic companies all fighting to sell overpriced products to people that couldn't afford to buy them every month. That's the problem. So whether you want to make money with this or not, you want somewhere to be able to go and get affordable products and get your family healthy. That's what we got here. And if you want to make some money along the way, that's just a bonus. Gareth, you know what? I might put you on the spot because you love me putting you on the spot. Just throw in a little bit of your feedback as well, buddy, what it's been like for the last few months.
Okay, morning everyone. I've been tired. I've been catching up. I've been doing loads of nighttime shift work at the minute, so apologies if my energy is not as crazy as normal. But you know what? I mean, I could go on all day about the benefits and obviously everything that I've seen since joining myself. But I think I'm going to redirect it to the people that are actually partnering with us and what I'm seeing, not just within our team as well, but I think across the board with LiveGood itself. It is a different company. It has a different concept, and it is revolutionary in what they're doing. But I see a lot of times over the years, there's lots of people who are investing in so many different things in the hope that they're going to earn some money at some point, or they're going to compound money, which is going to in return give them a big amount back. And it never seems to come into tuition for a lot of these companies that are doing so. But what I'll say and what I've seen here is not everybody, but a lot of people are experiencing overspill. It's going to happen at some point. It might happen quickly. It might happen slowly. It might happen in a few weeks. It might happen in a few years. But at some point over time, you know, this thing is going to pop. It's going to grow. All right. When you've got the company that are investing also in doing ads to bring people in and place them in the matrix, and everybody else is working over time organically, this thing's going to grow, guys. Okay. And for the sake of $8 or $9.95 a month, all right, it's worth plugging into the system. Okay. I had a question earlier about, you know, will I ever get people in my business? You know, and what you need to understand is that you need to learn some really simple, easy skills and understand what LiveGood is all about. Because when you do that, when you understand that, it's going to become easy for you to introduce people yourself as well. Okay. And that's going to really speed things up massively for you. We've seen a guy recently come in, okay, and they introduced 6 people over time. But out of those 6 people, one of them became a diamond member. And in that team organically grew an absolute monster of an organization in excess of over 96,000 people. So that individual took that chance to introduce this opportunity to a couple of people, just paying his $9 a month subscription, and is being paid exponentially in a company that's not even hit second wave momentum right now. Can you imagine what that feeling is like for that person? You know, you guys are on such an amazing position right now that over time, this business is going to blow up. It really is. You know, so you want to ask yourself that question. Where do you want to be in a year from now? You know, do you want to be sat there still waiting for the hope of overspill coming in? Or do you want to share something that's going to become absolutely huge in this world, which in turn is going to grow something huge, not just for you, but for your family members as well? You know, when travel comes in, do you want to be spending your credit wallet on travel at wholesale and relaxing on a sun lounger, talking to all your friends and family and holiday makers about how you got there? I got there through this platform. Who isn't going to want to sign up to it? You know, you just don't know where this thing's going to take you. We're seeing people at the minute. I mean, in my team already, organization, I've seen people have 30, 40, 50 people fall underneath them, you know, just by the chance that they took by signing up. And already they're earning $30, $40 a month and they're paying out $9. Okay. But the great thing as well is you also have access to incredible products, guys. All right. You've got the opportunity right now to boost your energy, improve your health, you know, share what you have right now to help other people who are struggling in today's climate, financially, health, mindset, wealth, the rest of it. Okay. So, you know, take the chance for $9 a month with products that are 90-day money back guarantee, empty pot, refundable. You've got nothing to lose. You really haven't. But take the time to learn what you have in your hands. Okay. Because just learning a few little skills will enable you to go and introduce it to people. And it's people who know somebody who knows lots of people that explodes your business and will start to pay you residually for the rest of your life, guys. All right. So please understand what LiveGood is all about, what it's doing. And don't worry if you don't know what it's all about. And don't worry if you're lacking in confidence. We can help you as a team and train you to get posts out there, to do a faceless account if that's what you need. All right. There's ways around that and we can help you to do that. And that's the difference with this team here, guys. All right. You've got a lot of support and you've got all the tools that will help you get to where you need to be.
Absolutely. That's thanks for that, Gareth. And the reality is, guys, you know, and speaking to Richard earlier, the world's got some tough things going on at the moment. Right. So, and that's why we're here. We're here because we want to see if there's an opportunity to add an extra income to the family without having to join some scam. And there's a lot of that going on. And, you know, I've been burnt in the past with certain, whatever, digital products and things like that. But I just want to build something for my family, something extra that I don't have to stress about. I can do it from home while I'm looking after the kids or homeschooling or whatever. I mean, mine are older, but talking to Richard and some of the people that he's involved with, what a perfect opportunity to be safe enough in a safe environment with some great people who will teach us some skills as to how to get this done. I mean, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's nothing that's you're gonna sit back and just watch money fall out of the sky. It doesn't do that. If it was that easy, firstly, it would be a scam, and secondly, that's everybody would be doing it, you know. So of course it's going to take a little bit of elbow grease to do something, but anything worthwhile does. So I think we really have something special here. would love for you to join us, and Richard as well, of course. And I'm here whenever you need me. All yours, Richard.
Amazing. Thank you ever so much, Johnny. Thanks, Gareth, as well, for your input there. That's amazing. So, yeah, guys, listen, if you've got any questions, just come and talk to me. You know where to find me. I'll send you all out a recording of the call as well, so you can have you can review it and go back over anything you're unclear of. But yeah, there's a whole team here behind this, just waiting to help you. Just take that next step. $50, quite honestly, it's very little, and it could be the best decision you ever make. So cheers, everyone. Thank you so much for coming along. Really appreciate you, and I shall say goodbye from me. Thank you. Take care, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Bye bye.
Thanks, Richard.
Bye.